Hey guys, it's Jordan Trades back with another video, and today we just finished another challenged account, another prop firm account with my fund of futures with this Asian session strategy, or my model that I use during the Asian session. Very fire, bro. This happens almost every Asian session. If you know what you're doing, bro, you can catch this, especially for the guys who, if you guys work in the morning, can't trade New York, you don't want to stay up for London, you can trade here during the Asian session. There's always a good setup that happens. A lot of people who don't know about it, so I'm trying to put you guys on. Um, I hope that y'all enjoy this. So I'm gonna clear up the screen just so you guys can see kind of what I saw. Uh, Before this goes, and just to show you guys, look here, we passed the account balance is at 53, my funded futures. So I hope that you guys do enjoy this quick little video breakdown that I got for you guys. So um, first thing I want to always start off with is I'm looking at that charts, like I said, around 6:30. But the main thing you always want to point out is find out is what is your new day opening gap. Your new day opening gap happens between that 4:59 and 6 o'clock gap. So you want to go ahead and mark the close of that 4:59 and opening. And usually this will price will use this as a magnet, so it can use it as an price can bounce off of it. Price can target liquidity and head towards that. So it's a good thing to have on your. It's a good thing to mark down on your charts, and you can use it even for like any session that you're trading in, just to be aware of it, because you can use that at that as confluence. But I want to go ahead and break this down right quick. So before 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm looking to mark out buy side and sell side liquidity, right? Originally, I got on the charts around 6:30, and I saw this sell side liquidity that was sitting right here, right? So this was my first initial sell side liquidity, and I was taking this as my buy side liquidity right here. Um, Price had tagged it right there at 644, but I'm not looking for a setup until 7 o'clock. So what I kind of saw was right here between this time, I seen the price we hit this low, and I was looking to take price higher and probably up to that new day opening gap. And I saw this inversion fair value gap right here, right? And this is something that I'm learning myself about how to use inversion fair value gaps, learning like how to enter off of those correctly. This was a solid trade in my eyes, but now that when I start to look back in our journal, I didn't really take into consideration price barely closed above it, right? Price barely closed above it. It still did, but we have these mean wicks, this mean rejection right here. So I want to see whenever price closes above an inversion fair value gap, I want to see some strength with it necessarily. Like I want a full thick candle, like this candle right here, this candle right here, anything like that. Breaking above an inversion fair value gap is what I would like more often to take a trade from. So I'm still learning that as I go. So we took this loss on this trade right here. It was only like $200, so that's on trading micros. But I saw this low that was sitting here as well, right? So this was the first sell side liquidity, but this was my second one. Like if we was to lose this trade, I was like, okay, well, I'll wait until price comes above this low, comes under this low to take another trade. So price did shoot down. One thing that I will tell you guys to look for when you're manipulation, when you see manipulation, you'll see the candles move like this. You see all of these wicks that is leaving out. That's manipulating down just to take out some sort of liquidity. I want to see for you to like be real certain on the price if it's really pushing in a direction. You want to see full. You want to see some fair value gaps. I like gaps, full candles where it's not wicking above the other ones, not wicking above 50% of the previous candle. So price came below this low, Oh, I was so confident in this trade. Um, Literally, once it took below this low, I seen the sell side liquidity get taken out. Price instantly gave you this big push right here, right? We did not close. Originally, I entered on this. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, no cap. I entered on this trade right here. It would look way too clean for me to do it. So I entered on it, right? Immediately after realizing that okay, it didn't break above this, I closed that mug and I waited to see what it would do off of this fair value gap. So I was like, okay, this can count for inversion, right? And we also made this fair value gap. So what I did was wanted to see where the consequent encroachment. My bad, y'all. It's so hard to say that. Um, I wanted to see what it did based off of that 50% of the fair value gap. We seen that we did not close above it. We had one wick, a turtle swoop in this candle right here, one wick into this fair value gap, and I waited to see what price would do. Entered right here. My very first entry was right here at this very thick candle right at the beginning of it. We took this trade. We broke the we officially had broken that inversion fair value gap, and we made another fair value gap. And I was looking to stack this trade once again. Seen this fair value gap happen, came above it, came back into it. One thing that I do like, and I promise you, I'll go over this so much. When you have a bearish candle heading into a key level or a PD array that you're looking for, and it wicks it, the very next candle wicks it. So it's an open, low, high, close. You need that's a perfect entry, and we didn't go 50% of that fair value gap. Entered again, had 15 micro contracts on this, and I took price right here at this buy side liquidity right up here. So this was a very, very banger setup, bro. I'm very happy about this. Literally only lost 200, but I made back 1200 off of that trade. So that was a really good setup for me. Originally, looking at it, that was, I had stop loss right here underneath that wick. And if you want to be conservative, you could have had it right below this before that bearish move. So that's 38 ticks, pretty much 10 points. And we made a total of 42 points off of this trade, 169 points. 169 ticks, 42 points. Bear with me. On my last video, I know I said pips. I'm still remembering that I switched over to futures and to say points and ticks instead of pips. So nice, good setup. This is the fire setup. Like I said, look for this during Asian session. Back test it because it happens a lot. You want to mark out your buy side, your sell side liquidity. You want to wait for a sweep of that liquidity. Then you want to use any entry model that you use. I like inversion fair value gap entries, especially with this kind of trade. If you want to learn more, Dodgy on YouTube, he's a GOAT when it comes to that. I'm still learning myself from them. So this setup was so good, bro. And shout out to Charmaine for teaching me about this model, and I wanted to send it out to you guys as well. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this, man. We're officially funded on Top Step. We have a fast track trading account, and then now we are funded with My Funded Futures. So we got a lot of prop firms, so we got a lot of wiggle room to work with. So hopefully next week, I don't think I'm gonna trade because there's no news tomorrow. I don't know how fast they are with giving away the accounts, but we got this ADP non-farm employment change. This week is a bad week to trade with My Funded Futures. They got so many rules, so I'll just leave this alone and I'll trade for my other funded accounts today, this week, or I might paper trade because it's NFP week, bro, and I'm not trying to lose nothing. I didn't already lost so many accounts. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this setup. Look for this setup, man. I promise you guys, y'all will thank me later. All right. If you have any questions, hit me up on my Twitter or my Instagram. I'll leave it down in a link below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next trade.